Welcome. This past year has been unique, to say the least. Starting out with a hybrid schedule, masked, separated, and with no clear events to look forward to, we all felt defeated. How are we supposed to overcome the restrictions and try to have a normal school year? It appeared to be impossible. But what I learned this year is that exceeding expectations, while no easy feat, is much more attainable when you work together. Once we departed from the hybrid schedule, SGA was able to start brainstorming things we could do that would help us feel a little bit less disconnected from each other, despite our circumstances. We managed to come up with new, original, and exciting ways of bringing the school together while still following guidelines and without jeopardizing our safety. This year was all about compromise and thinking outside the box, and that was what we did best. We had a spirit week still, and although the cohorts were separated due to the hybrid schedule, we could still show our school spirit in our pajamas and Randolph gear. We had an all-school birthday celebration with cupcakes and different colored clothing representing our birthday month. We managed to celebrate Valentine's Day by sending Valentines to everyone in the upper school. And most notably, we were able to have prom. After talking with Mr. Peden, soliciting help from the ambassadors, YLC, class officers, and many SGA meetings, we were able to have prom against all odds. Working together and making unique compromises allowed us to have a memorable and successful event. Recently, we were also able to celebrate the end of the year with our spring carnival, again with the help of ambassadors, YLC, and class officers. This year may not have been exactly how we wanted it to be, but we were still able to go above and beyond what we thought we were capable of, and it made for fun and unique memories. I'm proud of what we have accomplished this year, and I know that you will be in good hands next year, as life becomes a little bit more normal. I wish the best of luck to Mallory, and hope that everyone can appreciate how we work together to go above and beyond what was expected, and continue to do so next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley, for welcoming everyone to our virtual Awards Day ceremony, and for all of your hard work this year leading the SGA in fostering a positive school community in the midst of what truly has been a unique year. The President's Volunteer Service Award Program recognizes students who contribute many hours of service to the community. Award levels of bronze, silver, or gold are presented based on program criteria, which include the student's age and number of hours volunteered. We are proud to recognize our students who selflessly donate their time and talent. This year's Randolph School recipients of the Bronze Award are Anna Kate Goodson and Sophie Maurer. This year's recipient of the Gold Award is Armida Amiri.
The Harry M. Rhett Jr. Community Service Award is presented in honor and in recognition of Mr. Rhett's leadership role in the founding society of Randolph School and his role on the Board of Trustees. The Harry M. Rhett Jr. Endowed Scholarship Program was established through the generosity of his children and is awarded annually to a senior who has demonstrated outstanding service to the community. It's my pleasure to announce that this year's recipient of the Harry M. Rhett Jr. Community Service Award is Jack Johnson. Congratulations, Jack.
On behalf of the Daugherty family and the Randolph School Development Office, I'm pleased to be able to present this year's J&J Awards. The J&J Awards are named for Justin and Jason Daugherty, who throughout their time at Randolph were passionate about their involvement in three particular areas: science, music, and the mentorship of others. Today, the Daugherty family is proud to support current Randolph students who find their own pursuit of excellence in these areas to be especially important. After receiving scholarship submissions from a competitive pool of junior candidates, an independent panel of faculty members determined that this year's winners are Samuel Schultz and Lydia Slocum. Congratulations, Sam and Lydia, for your significant efforts.
The DAR Good Citizen is a senior selected by the faculty who embodies the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. As a Randolph lifer, this year's recipient has been a particularly positive member of the Randolph community since kindergarten. She has been involved with her passion of entrepreneurship and has been an avid volunteer of her time to better the community, both within Randolph and the broader Huntsville community. She has developed a deep working relationship with Lincoln Academy, where she has been a weekly tutor for the last 3 years. When COVID made it difficult to continue this work in person, she applied for and received a YLC grant to provide assistance to the school. I am pleased to present the DAR Good Citizen Award to Ridley Fan.
The Alabama High School Athletic Association's Bryant Jordan Student Athlete Award recognizes high school seniors from each school in the state. Winners from each school receive scholarship money and then compete at the district, region, and state levels, with additional scholarship money being awarded with each win. One of the Bryant Jordan Awards is the Scholar Athlete Award, focusing on a combination of the highest accomplishments in both academics and athletics. This year's Randolph winner has been a multi-sport athlete each of his upper school years, playing football, basketball, and baseball. Unfortunately, last summer he tore his ACL in a non-contact move that cost him his senior year of football and basketball, but was still an outstanding teammate on both teams without the ability to play, and his leadership on the basketball team earned him the Core Value Award. Thankfully, he was healthy enough to be the starting first baseman on the baseball team this spring to finish out his high school career. Combine these years of multi-sport athletic experience with his 4.22 GPA and a 30 on the ACT, memberships in the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta, and you have the winner of Randolph's Bryant Jordan Scholar Athlete Award, Sam Hunter. Each year, the Edor G. Anderson Jr. Award is given to an outstanding male and female senior athlete who has reflected in their years at Randolph the following qualities: soundness of character, a sense of competition, leadership and sportsmanship, both on and off the field. Each person must have competed in 2 or more sports. Nominations and final voting are conducted by our coaches and athletic staff. This year's female recipient of the award has 15 varsity seasons spread across 3 athletic programs that she earned all area honors in each. And that's if you don't include a brief stint helping a varsity team in a sport she's never played before make it to the Sweet 16 this past spring. This student was on the varsity volleyball team the past 4 years, where she won the Raider Award in 2018 and made the All-Area team. She won the Hold the Rope Award in 2019 when she made the All-Area team again. And she was the MVP in the 2020 season and served as team captain her junior and senior seasons. As a multi-year starter during her 5 years on the girls' varsity basketball team, she has won the Coaches Award and the Pillar Award. Plus, she earned an all-area honors as a sophomore and served as the team captain her senior year. In the spring, you could find her on the softball diamond for the past 6 years on the varsity softball team, where her leadership was always on display, starting years ago when she immediately volunteered to leave her favorite shortstop position to take on the open position of catcher, and never looked back while receiving the Coaches Award as a freshman, earning all area honors, and serving as the team's captain her junior year. Her leadership and competitiveness weren't limited to the court and field. Her awards also include the Bruce Tinetti Memorial Scholarship Award, the Pre-Calculus Award, the Honor the Game Award, and the Yale Book Award. She's also been a school ambassador, as well as a member of YLC, Mu Alpha Theta, the National Honor Society, and the National French Honor Society. The female winner of this year's Edor G. Anderson Jr. Award goes to Eliana Horowitz. This year's male recipient of the Edor G. Anderson Jr. Award has participated in 4 Randolph athletic programs over the years, and one of his biggest highlights was a made shot that caused the crowd to go wild, but didn't show up in the stat sheet. He competed very successfully for Randolph in the pool as a swimmer, but soon gave up the sport to play football in the fall while focusing on basketball in the winter and soccer in the spring. On the hardwood, this student athlete was the offensive MVP his junior and senior years, while helping this year's basketball team to the Sweet 16. On the pitch, he was a member of the state championship soccer team his freshman year and received the Newcomer Award. His sophomore year, he won the Most Improved Player Award, and this season he won the team's Defensive MVP Award and served as captain while helping the team reach the Elite Eight game. But it was on February 1st of his junior basketball season during the pregame promotion sponsored by Bridgeworth Financial when he made a layup, a free throw, a three-pointer, and a half-court shot in less than 24 seconds, which won a $10,000 donation to the Huntsville Inner City Learning Center. This year's recipient has been inducted into Mu Alpha Theta and the National Honor Society. He's earned AP Scholar with honor recognition and has served on the school's Honor Council. The male winner of this year's Edor G. Anderson Jr. Award goes to Curtis Cooper. The Honor the Game Awards are voted on each year by the Randolph coaching staff and given to one male and one female sophomore or junior athlete and a varsity head coach who all honor the game for committing to the team, displaying strong character, and developing a disciplined spirit. This year's female recipient of the award is a sophomore who demonstrated strong leadership on and off the court and field while thriving on two teams this year. Starting in the winter season, this student athlete started her second season as the basketball team's point guard, where she could always be relied on for her leadership, toughness, and determination day in and day out all season, which resulted in her receiving the Coach's Award. In the spring, she won her second varsity softball team MVP award in a row after being one of the top players on the team from the plate by batting over .400, as a pitcher by recording 79 strikeouts, and by her willingness to play any position on the field she was called to play, and she excelled at them all incredibly well. She accomplished all of this while earning membership into Mu Alpha Theta, the National Honor Society, and the National Spanish Honor Society. The female recipient of this year's Honor the Game Award goes to Joanna Vega. This year's male recipient of the Honor the Game Award is a sophomore who helped all three of his teams make it to the postseason this year. During the football season, he accumulated 720 total yards and scored 5 touchdowns on offense while making 64 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and recovering 1 fumble on defense, earning him all-region honors as wide receiver and linebacker and helping the team get back to the playoffs. In basketball, he helped the team make it to the Sweet 16 by hitting the game-winning shot in the first-round playoff game and totaling 17 points on the night. He was named this year's Defensive Player of the Year for the team while earning a spot on the All-Area team. This past spring, he decided to try track and field and helped the team win the sectional championship, where he earned the chance to compete in 4 events at the state meet, where he finished 4th with the 4x100 meter relay team, 9th with the 4x400 meter relay team, 12th in the 400 meters, and 18th in the long jump, helping the boys team finish 3rd overall in all of 4A. While not on the field, court, or track, this award winner plays the saxophone in the concert band, is a member of the National Junior Classical League Honor Society for Latin, and has been chosen to serve as a school ambassador and on SGA. The male recipient of this year's Honor the Game Award goes to Grayson Davenport. All the Honor the Game Awards come down to tight votes and even runoffs every year between very deserving candidates that are nominated and selected by our coaches. The Coaches Honor the Game Award is no different. Success isn't only measured by wins or postseason play, although 16 of our 23 competition varsity teams making the postseason this year is something to be very proud of. Another metric we use in athletics is how many students choose to participate. In a year filled with more challenges and uncertainty than any other, 78% of our 7th through 12th graders participated in at least one sport, while 38% participated in at least 2 sports. Never has Randolph Athletics overcome so much adversity thanks to the character of our student athletes and our coaches, which resulted in over 90% of all of our seasons being completed. So before we name the Coaches Award winner, I'd like to commend all our incredible coaches and their student athletes, thank our parents and the faculty for accommodating these students in their busy workloads, and declare Nurse Deb Smith as this year's MVP of Randolph Athletics. We love you, Nurse Deb. This year's Honor the Game Coaches Award goes to a coach who truly exemplifies the commitment, character, and discipline this award stands for, not only as a coach, but as one of the best PE teachers you can find. The ability to be a head coach for 2 seasons and brilliantly teach a full load of PE classes while navigating a pandemic, all while being genuinely respected and loved by your coaches, your players, and your fellow administrators is quite an accomplishment. This coach took on one of the most COVID-challenging sports in one of the most COVID-challenging seasons as the head coach of the 8th grade boys middle school basketball team. Not only did he keep this team safe by being explicitly compliant with our COVID-19 protocols in both the summer and winter seasons, his team made it to the semifinal game to complete the season while playing in an empty gym for all his home games. As if that challenge wasn't enough, the varsity head coach of the boys tennis team then took on and completed a full varsity season with a team completely comprised of middle schoolers, which was quite a difference from his previous team in 2019 that went undefeated and finished in second place at the 4 through 5A state tournament in Mobile. Being the true teacher coach that he is, he worked just as hard this season, knowing another trip to Mobile probably wasn't in the plans. The technical and tactical tennis skills he developed, and more importantly, the confidence in oneself that his relationships with these boys established, will benefit these student athletes both on and off the court for years to come. I'm proud to announce this year's winner of the Honor the Game Coaches Award goes to a great coach and a great guy, Coach David Garrison. The Trey Wilburn Memorial Scholarship is presented annually in memory of Captain James Newton Wilburn III, a United States Marine who graduated from Randolph School in 1980. Trey was active in athletics and numerous school organizations during his years at Randolph. Trey, beloved by anyone who knew him, was committed to his faith and compassion for others, and had a special impact on young people by encouraging them and just being a friend. Trey was killed in action in Kuwait on February 23, 1991, while flying his 38th combat sortie during the Kuwait liberation conflict. Trey's senior quote is a clear message of how he lived his life. The quality of a man's life is in direct proportion to his commitment to excellence. It is in his memory that his family dedicates this award and presents it annually to a rising junior or senior who best reflects the example Trey set. This year's scholarship recipient is a junior that currently plays football and basketball and was on the varsity baseball team his freshman year. He participated in the 2019 summer internship program, is a member of Mu Alpha Theta, the National Honor Society, and the National Spanish Honor Society. And if you know him, you know he is destined for great things. The 2021 Trey Wilburn Memorial Scholarship goes to Richard Laube.
The Matthew Pettis Naylor Memorial Scholarship is presented annually to an outstanding member of the rising junior class. Matthew had a unique gift for living life to the fullest. He loved reading and learning about the world he lived in. He especially liked history, the World War II era specifically. But more than that, he could not be distracted from enjoying each day. When asked about his day at school, no matter what had gone on, he always answered, "It was a great day." And that was true for him. After completing the 10th grade at Randolph, Matthew's life sadly ended. This year's Matthew Pettis Naylor Memorial Scholarship Award winner is Melissa Amador Mateos. The Sophomore Leadership Award is presented annually to the outstanding member of the sophomore class who displays leadership potential both in and outside the classroom. This year's Sophomore Leadership Award is awarded to Farah Memon.
The Yale Book Award is presented annually to an outstanding member of the junior class. The recipient must possess the qualities of academic achievement and promise, distinguished achievements in extracurricular activities, leadership ability, and acceptance by his or her peers, personal integrity, and school spirit. The recipient must also be well recognized by both the faculty and students as a person of high achievement and promise. This year, the Yale Book Award is presented to Anna Kate Goodson. The Principal's Award is presented to a member of the senior class who demonstrates leadership in a significant or unique manner. In a wide variety of activities, this year's recipient embodies an often overlooked but nonetheless powerful characteristic of leadership through quiet strength. He has been deeply engaged in all aspects of school life while in the Randolph Upper School. While taking a challenging course load full of honors and AP courses, he has been a 4-year participant in both fine arts and athletics. He has been in the concert band for all 4 years, this year serving on the band leadership team. He has also been a well-recognized multi-sport athlete, most recently setting a new school record in the 110 hurdles at the state track and field championships this spring. In addition to all of his involvement in school life, he has been a leader in the community outside of Randolph. He has served as a 2-time president of the Kappa League, been active in the Jack and Jill of America teen chapter, and even earned his black belt in Taekwondo. I am pleased to present this year's Principals Award to Drew Stanley.
The Man with Kiwi Award is given to the student that portrays great promise as well as a demonstration of growth, dedication, and skill in the visual arts. The Man with Kiwi Award is named in honor of William Walker, who had a quirky and creative sense of humor that was reflected in his art as well as his life. William loved to create and worked through great adversity to continue to create as long as he could. Art was a refuge for him. This year's recipient of the Man with Kiwi Award is Andrew Pompelli. His teachers had to say this: "Upon meeting Andrew, I immediately recognized his talent and motivation. He works on projects with a creative intensity that is found in the college studio and often has the same level of execution. Andrew has a love for the subtleties of detail and has a natural sense of design. Andrew is high energy and always wears a warm smile with a gracious attitude, which is always welcome. We look forward to watching you progress here at Randolph. Congratulations, Andrew."
The Bruce Tonetti Memorial Scholarship is presented annually to a student who consistently displays the qualities of the scholar athlete: academic prowess, representation of the school in interscholastic athletics, fair play, and enthusiasm. It's my pleasure to announce that this year's recipient of the Bruce Tonetti Memorial Scholarship is Madison Diorio. Congratulations, Madison. The U.S. Navy Commander Anthony J. Lynch Memorial Award is presented annually to a Randolph upper school student who consistently shares the characteristics displayed by Commander Anthony J. Lynch: deep concern for others, truth, honesty, and a love for his country. It's my pleasure to announce that this year's recipient of the Commander Anthony J. Lynch Memorial Award is Griffin Kennemer. Griffin, congratulations. The Lyle Alumni Award was established in 1979 by Katie Lyle Holt in honor of her daughters Karen M. Lyle and Kathy A. Lyle, who both attended Randolph School. The Lyle Alumni Scholarship is presented annually to one male and one female student completing the 9th grade. The students selected demonstrate the characteristics of enthusiasm, industriousness, pride in achievement, and conscientiousness in performance of both academic and non-academic activities. This year's recipients of the Lyle Alumni Scholarship are Charlotte Brinkley and Wright McManus. Congratulations, Charlotte and Wright.
This year, Sophie grounded her analyses of literature in purposeful annotations. Then she traced patterns throughout the texts and discerned multiple perspectives, which resulted in complex and sophisticated interpretations. In addition, she produced outstanding creations of her own. In one personal narrative, Sophie described the old family homestead in Springfield, Tennessee. Nominated to enter the Achievement Awards in Writing competition, sponsored by the National Council of Teachers of English, she transformed that same story into poetry, a pastoral elegy she called Blackberries and Dominoes. And she composed a piece of nonfiction that explores her participation in the community of aviators at Moontown Airport. For the iSearch project, Sophie investigated the gender gap in U.S. commercial aviation by creating a survey which collected nearly 190 responses, analyzing data from the Federal Aviation Administration, and interviewing a retired Air Force Academy instructor as well as a pilot with Southwest Airlines. To practice argumentation skills, she challenged her peers to debate whether the female body should feature prominently in airplane nose art. Simply put, Sophie Young epitomizes a high flyer, that is, an ambitiously competitive person with lofty aspirations and a lot of ability. It is our pleasure to present her with the Brown Book Award.
In our socially distanced classroom this year, Sarah Kate Childs was stuck in a seat by the door with a poor view of the projector and out of the teacher's peripheral view. Yet she accepted that position without complaint and instead turned it into a perch from which to lead. She seemed to be constantly taking notes, connecting her peers' ideas to other readings, previous discussions, or modern life. Her comments profoundly shifted each discussion, analyzing sophisticated language techniques that most of us missed, while also connecting these techniques to philosophical, ethical, or thematic revelations. Sarah Kate embraced the rudimentary, ungraded techniques of studying literature, making detailed annotations when reading at home, pushing herself to have a conversation with the text on her own. She threw herself into pre-writing and rehearsal exercises and numerous online discussion forums. Sarah Kate valued the practice of every exercise, whether it was attached to a grade or not. And that practice paid off in big rewards. She waded into complex, riddle-filled language with humor and curiosity, and she wove technique analysis and thematic commentary together into nuanced arguments. Sarah Kate's voice, whether in the classroom or in her writing, is clear, patient, and humble, but her arguments are complex, forceful, and determined. In a year where we felt that we needed to anxiously yell from behind our masks in order to be heard, Sarah Kate instead calmly pointed to evidence to make the convincing arguments. She embodies this graduating class's resilient desire to learn, no matter how inconvenient or suffocating the circumstances. Sarah Kate's work in English shows us all that no matter how trapped, stuck, or masked we feel, we can dig deep into the richness of literature, philosophy, and language to make our voices heard. It is our pleasure to present her with this year's English Department Award.
It gives me great pleasure to present this year's National School Choral Award and the Randolph Choir Book Award to Lauren Knapp. On my mental list of most improved students I've ever taught, Lauren for sure ranks within the top few. She has blossomed from an 8th grader who played a fish in our musical production of Honk to a mature young artist and a leader in the upper school choir and theater programs. Lauren is never one to rest on her laurels, and she uses every opportunity to learn that she can. Although she wanted to be in Theater 1 in 9th grade, due to scheduling, she ended up in my music fundamentals class. Instead of complaining about not being in the class she wanted, she took advantage of the circumstances and developed a love and a talent for another art form. I'm so proud of the artist and person she has become, and I feel privileged to know her and have taught her for the last 4 years. I wish her much happiness and art in the future. Congratulations.
The Excellence in Technical Theater Award is given in a year when a Randolph student exhibits extraordinary leadership, skill, empathy, and service in the area of technical theater. This year, there is absolutely no doubt that the very deserving recipient of this award is Natalie Huber. The Excellence in Performance Award goes to the student who has exhibited commitment to Theater Randolph through leadership, skill, risk-taking, joy, empathy, and service to the program, along with a mature understanding of the human condition. And that award goes to Sarah Beth Shannon.
This year's recipient of the Mary Flynn Jones Book Award is Sam Reichauer. Ms. Reyes says, Sam takes on ambitious, complex visual ideas that do not have safe and easy answers. Sam works tenaciously, asking probative questions, which is continued through their technical practice. Their research and thought process is thorough as they solve innovative visual ideas and regularly asks questions beyond the ordinary. Sam has demonstrated this love of creation, depth of thought, and drive to create the best work through participation in the Memory Project the past 3 years. Sam has volunteered to participate each time the opportunity has been given. They have taken great care to accurately depict each subject, laboring over every detail to be sure the recipient will be happy with the result. For that, and so many other reasons, the Visual Arts Department is excited that Sam will be continuing their pursuit of the visual arts at Kenyon College in Ohio. Congratulations, Sam.
The Band Section of the Year award is based on the concept that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The recipients of this award are a group of students that go over and beyond to hold the band together, encourage others, and bring enthusiasm. They are the first to arrive and last to leave for every rehearsal and performance, and even meet regularly over the weekends to practice. These students do indeed make wonderful individual contributions to the band program. However, what they do together in terms of consistency, dedication, preparation, and spirit combine to make our program stronger on a daily basis. This year's Band Section of the Year award goes to our percussion section. Congratulations to Ben Westra, Jackie House, Colin Greer, and Sean Persad. The Patrick Gilmore Award is a national award given to outstanding students in high school bands across the country. These students are exemplary in musicianship, in leadership, and in character. This year's recipient of the Gilmore Award has been a diligent member of the upper school concert band and jazz band playing the alto saxophone. He expresses himself not only through music, but also shares his creativity through computer animations. Not only does this individual excel in every musical assignment and performance, but he also showed true compassion and integrity this pandemic school year by ensuring virtual students' needs were met. Although a very quiet and focused person, he truly stands out for his musicianship and character, not to mention his iconic hot pink shoes. Congratulations to our 2021 Patrick Gilmore Award recipient, Aiden Rossi.
This year's Spanish Book Award recipient is a very gifted individual who has shown great commitment to his Spanish education at Randolph, even amidst the challenges of a pandemic. The student bravely persevered this year in the AP Spanish Language and Culture course. He modeled hard work, integrity, and excellence, all while balancing a difficult schedule with his extracurricular activities. Even from the very beginning of the AP class, he distinguished himself with his ability to think critically and understand very difficult written and oral texts. Yet more importantly, he made huge efforts to improve in his areas of weakness. This demonstrates his high expectations for himself and his motivation to excel. This year's Spanish Book Award has been well earned by William Cooper Wyatt. It is my pleasure to give the French Book Award to a student that has consistently excelled in her 4 years as an upper school French student. She is placed at the state and national level in the National French Exam. She is an astute grammarian, inducted as a sophomore into the National French Honor Society. I can always count on her to make thoughtful contributions to classroom discussion. She leads quietly, often redirecting classroom discussion with one well-delivered insight. Not only a sophisticated speaker of the language, she also writes elegantly. She is thoughtful of her peers in the classroom environment and is passionate about French language, history, and culture. I am happy to give the French Book Award this year to Greta LaFrance. Félicitations, Greta. Our school's Latin motto is Diligentes ad veritatem querendum, which is usually translated as diligent in the pursuit of truth. But there is also embedded in the word diligentes a sense of valuing and even loving this pursuit. And this is what I see in this year's recipient of the Latin Book Award, a love of the challenges that come with the study of authentic Latin texts. She approaches these challenges with hard work and a methodical process, and it is so exciting to watch her enjoyment as she fits all the pieces of a difficult line of Latin together and arrives at this small moment of truth. I am pleased to announce that this year's Latin Book Award goes to Dylan Haley. Congratulations, Dylan.
Looking at the changes the sciences have brought to our lives in the last century, we can only imagine how they will impact the upcoming decades. The sciences represent more than just a catalyst for the hope for future advancement. They serve as a model for analytical thought. The Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award is presented to a member of the junior class by the University of Rochester and Bausch and Lomb to indicate their commitment to scientific study. This year's award is presented to Catherine Martin. The Rensselaer Award is presented annually to a junior who is the outstanding math and science student. The recipient demonstrates potential for success in a scientific or technologically oriented profession. I am pleased to present this year's award to Eric Xing. The Barbara Vogt Science Award is given annually to a student who has consistently demonstrated outstanding interest, dedication, and achievement in the pursuit of knowledge in the natural sciences. The science faculty chooses a student who, throughout his or her upper school career, has consistently demonstrated these qualities. The 2021 recipient of the Barbara Vogt Award has been an excellent student in all of his science classes. He has chosen science electives from the areas of biology, chemistry, and physics, and has been one of the most consistent students in his classes. It is wonderful to see how much he enjoys learning new things. This year's winner exemplifies commitment and dedication, and he will be a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket in the fall. The winner of the 2021 Barbara Vogt Science Book Award is Marko Milinkovic.
The Math Department is pleased to recognize Marko Milinkovic as this year's Book Award recipient. Marko has been a dedicated student of mathematics, cheering on his classmates and encouraging them during the school day and beyond by actively recruiting people for competitions. He's also willing to try new experiences in class, like Swiss cake rolls. Strangely enough, these little Debbies model a calculus concept. When asked what he thought of the new treat, he answered, "Very sweet, typical American food." Marko will undoubtedly face the new world of challenges throughout his college experience eagerly, and we wish him the best as he moves forward.
Each year, the Social Studies Department awards a senior who demonstrates both the mastery of content at the highest level and the skills to apply that knowledge beyond the classroom. This year's recipient has taken 3 AP courses within the department, including AP US, AP Government, and AP Macroeconomics. When asked to reflect on their time with this year's recipient, a clear pattern emerged from the department's comments. Leader, passionate, analytical, focused on growth. Anyone that shared a classroom with Elizabeth Shannon knows this is an accurate description. Not only does she embody what it means to seek knowledge, she skillfully models civil discussion even when dealing with contentious issues. No doubt these skills will serve her well as she begins her studies of international business in the fall. We wish her well and know she will bring the same passion and leadership to that pursuit. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
The Outstanding Student Award is presented to the student deemed to be most outstanding in each grade level. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Student Award for the 9th grade is described by his teachers as someone whose enthusiasm and capacity to excel in the classroom is rivaled only by his exemplary character. As a freshman, he has served as vice president of the band leadership team and is a member of our honor council. I am pleased to present the Outstanding Student Award for 9th grade to Michael Joseph. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Student Award for 10th grade has been described as an excited learner who clearly demonstrates his passion for learning in a variety of subjects. He is not afraid to ask thought-provoking, poignant questions that elevate class discussions. It is readily apparent that he strives for excellence in all that he engages, setting high expectations for himself and working hard to meet them. He is detail-oriented, possesses the ability to transfer subject matter into real-life applications, and creates a contagious culture of learning amongst his classmates. I am pleased to present the Outstanding Student Award for the 10th grade to Finn Dwyer. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Student Award for the 11th grade challenged himself with an incredibly rigorous schedule in all academic disciplines. His teachers comment on his ability to put forth his best effort on every assignment, all while balancing a deep commitment to his extracurricular endeavors. It is clear from his academic curiosity that he takes pleasure in all of his learning and makes thoughtful contributions to every class discussion. I am pleased to present the Outstanding Student Award for the 11th grade to Eric Shing. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Student Award for the 12th grade produced exemplary work in all areas of his academic life. He possesses a thirst for learning and seeks to challenge himself in his studies. In his senior year, he enrolled in not 4 AP courses, as is the normal ceiling, but 5, and asked to take on another independent study as well. His teachers have noted that his learning extends beyond the classroom as he devours news and information from the real world to expand his learning and make connections to academic concepts. He has been a thoughtful leader of the Randolph Investment Club and helped lead Randolph's Academic World Quest team to its highest finish at the national competition. I am pleased to present the Outstanding Student Award for the 12th grade to Marko Malinkovic.
Good afternoon, everyone. As everyone knows, this year is not the year we expected it to be. A lot of changes happened in our community this year. We were in and out of being virtual and in person all first semester, kept 6 feet apart from each other at all times, making it harder to stay in contact with each other. Masks had to be worn at all times, and sadly no homecoming, hoopcoming, or any pep rallies. Now I know what you're thinking. Mallory, this is supposed to be a happy speech, not depressing. But just wait. Even though we had these obstacles thrown at us, SGA and everyone a part of the Randolph community worked together to make a safe and fun year despite COVID-19. We were able to have a socially distanced prom dinner served by our lunchroom staff, have our first ever spring carnival before the spring football game, have new outdoor lunches, but only when Coach Morris gives us the outdoor lunches are on email, and we had our first ever school-wide birthday celebration. This year has been a year of a lot of firsts and a lot of adjusting, but our Randolph community has adapted to allow us to keep going all year round. The class of 2021 has faced many new challenges this year, but they have persevered through it all with great attitudes and spirits. We all know that the seniors would have preferred to have a normal senior year, but they all faced these COVID-19 changes in the best way possible and looked at the opportunities it gave instead of what it took. Because of your time here at Randolph, you are all ready to step out into the world in a different community and face any challenges with the experiences and knowledge each of you gained through your time at Randolph. Your legacy at Randolph will stay forever. As the incoming president of SGA, I am grateful for the leadership and positivity Ashley Evans has brought to SGA and will follow in her footsteps as the next SGA president. Thank you.
Thank you, Mallory. And thank you all for joining us for our virtual Awards Day ceremony. In addition to those recognized during this presentation, we would also like to take a moment to recognize the students whose achievements in individual courses have been acknowledged by their teachers. To these students and our entire upper school student body, I would like to thank you for your hard work throughout this entire year. It has been a year with several changes and unique protocols, but you have carried on and you have made this year a success. To our faculty, staff, and administrators, I express my sincere appreciation and gratitude for the tremendous efforts that you have made to ensure the mission of Randolph of seeking truth, building character, and nurturing all has continued through these unprecedented times. Thank you.